Good morning, Martin. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Please, could you start by giving us a high-level overview to AlzeCure for those who aren't familiar with the company?
Good morning. So AlzeCure Pharma is a Swedish biotech focusing on the discovery and development of drugs for Alzheimer's disease and severe pain conditions. We were founded in 2016 from a team who used to work at AstraZeneca. And when AstraZeneca ended their research in the field of neurodegenerative diseases, this team started AlzeCure. And we today have 3 platforms that we are working with. NeuroRestore, focusing on cognitive disorders, improving cognition and memory with a focus on Alzheimer's disease. And then we have Alzstatin, which is a preventive disease-modifying treatment for Alzheimer's disease. And then we have the platform Painless with projects against severe pain conditions.
Excellent. So in your NeuroRestore platform, you started a phase 1 trial in January this year for ACD856. I was just wondering if you could outline what you believe to be the therapeutic scope for that compound and what data we can anticipate from the study over the next 18 months.
Yes, so ACD856 in our NeuroRestore platform is focusing on Alzheimer to improve memory and cognition. But we also see that this compound should be able to be used in other indication focusing on cognitive disorder, like in sleep disorders, in Parkinson's disease, in TBI, traumatic brain injury. So we see a broader scope for this compound.
Okay, and in terms of data from that phase 1 trial, what can investors expect over the next 18 months in that study?
So this study we started in December last year is now it's an initial SAD study, which we expect a readout in this summer. And then immediately after that, we are going into the MAD, focusing on tolerability and safety.
Excellent. And so on your platforms, obviously that's the NeuroRestore platform. I understand in the Alzheimer's platform, Alzstatin platform, you believe that compounds there could have a disease-modifying effect. I was just wondering what you feel differentiates that compound from other compounds that have been developed in the clinic, and what developments we can expect to hear from that.
So Alzstatin is a gamma secretase modulator, and this modulator is focusing on lowering the production of A-beta 42. As we know, that is the protein which is central for the amyloid cascade, which is amyloid beta 42 is building up to oligomer, protofibrils, and plaque, which is are devastating for the brain. And so our compound compared to the antibodies are really focusing on the source, A-beta 42. And we have in our models shown a preclinical model that we can lower the production of A-beta 42 with up to 50%. And we are now in preclinical phase with one program, and we have another program as well which we are working through, and really focusing on developing compounds which are safe and tolerable, and we are really taking our time to find the best possible molecule that we will bring into clinical trials.
Excellent. Yeah, no, that will be definitely interesting to see how that progresses, and obviously with everything that's going on at the moment in terms of the amyloid hypothesis and the antibodies developing, it will be interesting to see how that eventually positions itself. So you also have assets that are focusing on treating various forms of pain, and ACD440, you recently started a phase 1b trial for that compound. Can you just talk through a little bit of the thought process behind in-licensing that asset, and what investors should look out for in the proof of mechanism data that you expect to report later this year? And likewise, if you could sort of provide an update on your TrkA NAM program, which is also being developed for pain.
We in-licensed ACD440 last year in Q1, and we in-licensed this project, which is a VR1 antagonist, which initially was developed at AstraZeneca, but since AstraZeneca left the CNS area, we had the opportunity to in-license this compound. And this compound, in our organization, we have people who used to work with this project at AstraZeneca, and therefore they are very, very knowledgeable on the compound. And this compound has already shown efficacy signals before. And we are, with this compound, focusing on neuropathic pain. And initially, this compound was developed for oral use. But we are now actually changing and developing a gel formulation for local therapy, since the VR1 receptors are actually in the skin. And today, there are 50% of all the patients with neuropathic pain are not experiencing adequate pain relief. So there is a huge opportunity there. And we started a 1B study in December, and we are expecting to have a readout in the summer where we will have data both on safety, tolerability, but also early efficacy signals.
Excellent. Yeah, no, that'll be definitely exciting to see. And if you could provide an update on your TrkA-NAM program, just sort of what sort of indications of pain you're looking at for there, and how that program is developing.
The TrkA-NAM program is a TrkA negative allosteric modulator, which is focusing on blocking off or decreasing the NGF signaling, nerve growth factor signaling, which is a neurotrophin. So we have developed compounds which we are now evaluating to select a CD in the fall. And we have already run compounds in preclinical models where we have shown positive data in these pain models. So having a CD in the fall is the goal we are having for that program. And as we know, this is a very, very interesting program, since there has been, or there are NGF antibodies which have shown really good efficacy, but they have shown also side effects, which led to that these compounds were stopped. And therefore, if we can develop a small molecule for oral use targeting NGF, this can really be huge and big, since the medical needs are so big there, and the patient populations are very, very big. And we are focusing on osteoarthritis and other severe pain conditions. And only in osteoarthritis, we know that today there are more than 300 million patients, and with the aging population, with overweight problems, etc., this patient population would just grow. So if we can really develop an effective TrkA-NAM compound, it will really be breakthrough for this area.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it will be really interesting to see how that program progresses. And yeah, you're right, it's been definitely an interesting space with the NGFs to see how they've been developing, and even recently there's stuff to look forward to ahead, so that might expand that field a bit more. So yeah, you recently reported full year 20 results, and balance sheet looks in a healthy position, giving you a cash runway to complete the ongoing studies. So assuming these are positive, how do you imagine further development of your R&D pipeline ongoing?
Yes, so we are having several readouts this coming summer, and our goal is to really continue the development of NeuroRestore ACD856, taking into the MAD, and then ACD440 for neuropathic pain, doing a filing for a 2A study, filing in the fall. And then, as we talked about, bringing alstatin, disease-modifying treatment against Alzheimer's disease, and then bringing forward a CD that we can take into talks and so on. So We have a very, very busy year in front of us, following up the successful year we had last year. So really looking forward to 2021 and 2022, following up our projects there.
Martin Jönsson, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. Look forward to seeing how things progress over the next year.
Thank you so much, Sean. Have a great day, and thank you for your time.